With the next pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. The Jaguars are on the clock. The Jaguars are on the clock now. On the clock now, the Jacksonville Jaguars. With the next pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. The Jaguars are on the clock. The Jaguars are on the clock now. On the clock now, the Jacksonville Jaguars. With the next pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. The Jaguars are on the clock. The Jaguars are on the clock now. On the clock now, the Jacksonville Jaguars. With the next pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. The Jaguars are on the clock.
This is the player card. Here are a player's motivations. How well your team aligns with each. Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookie...
Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. From the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Leading them out, it's the third-year man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when their body's on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Herbert to throw right away. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They run with a fourth-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 38, Herbert. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. Now it's Herbert. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Harris running straight ahead. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Hill is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run wide side with Henry. J.C. Horn up to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. And here we go on 4th down, Fields. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation,
first half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions. On
2nd down, this is Harris. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 36. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, one by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself. Don't give it right back to him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Van Jefferson from 4 yards out. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, here's Fields. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. On play action, Fields. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and he'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
A first down carry for Henry. Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Henry. Uses the stiff arm. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Fields. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. On the counter, Elliott. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. On 4th down, Newton. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Ball start. Offense.
And that's on the guard, Cody Ford. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Hill. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35. The Jaguars on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They'll try the air now with Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, Elliott. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And boy, there's that elusiveness on display, spinning forward and able to get 6 yards out of that. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. On 2nd and 12, Newton. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tay Crowder. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Here's Rush to throw. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rush. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Next possession forthcoming for Cam and his offense. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already, and he'll try to sort things out here as they begin with a 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and a yard, Newton. That's going to be caught by Alley-Cox. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now Elliott. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Cam Newton taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jags are back within a score.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. But the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rush into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick, and the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
They snap it to Newton. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Rush. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Free kick out of bounds.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. On 1st and 10, Newton. He'll find Schwartz, complete right side. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Newton. Down inside the 10. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. To throw is Newton. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Kicker, he looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing here, Rush. That one complete to Stephon Sullivan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. He's going to get this underneath to Dallas. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw, Rush. And that is incomplete here.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rush. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Rush. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton. That's going to be caught. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. But my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that's incomplete. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Browns. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Most of the starters are likely done. These coaching staffs getting ready to evaluate the youngsters in the second half. And to call the remainder of this preseason opener, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Take it in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They fake the give. Newton rolling to his left. And this one too low.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead,
and look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team.
It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Inside give to Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Newton. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Steps away. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on second and goal. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Here we go on 4. Newton. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. So they have now gone for it on 4th 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says, go for it, you actually make a good percentage. In this case, the analytics just went right out the window. 0 for 4. They've got to start looking at things in a different way. Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
On second down, a run with Dallas. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
This is fielded at the 27. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. On fourth down, Newton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. It's Newton. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off play action. Newton out to his left. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And now they're in the hurry up. Newton on first down. That's going to be caught by Alley-Cox. A handoff left to Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting this sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. On the move to his left. He's got Turner. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Elliott will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. To throw again on second down. Rush. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress, trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Rush. They'll set up the screen to Dallas. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 2nd and 9. Rush. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10. So this will be